May reason. Meron pa rin po.
Meron.
Yes po.
Kasi ang pagkaintindi ko kung sometimes siguro sa January wala. Sa March meron. Kasi sometimes Di ba? You're playing safe. Ang tanong ko lang naman kung may illegal gambling dun sa region mo Di ba? Meron ba o wala?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
29.6 billion lang?
Yes po.
Compare mo dun sa 2006 to 2007. Ito sa inyo galing to ha. Website nyo ha. 15 provinces we started 3 billion. 15 lamang. You generated 3 billion. Ito 100. You generated 29 billion. Lang?
That's why I'm saying, Mr. Chair, wala akong magagawa itong mga general na ito, itong mga provincial director natin, no matter how hard they will do. Kagaya po yung kinikwento ni General.
Hindi, dyan yung ano.
Pagpapile ng kaso.
Mr. Chairman, we have a letter coming from GM Robles. And as far as I remember, he was invited during the first hearing of this investigation. And he was also absent during the time. And the excuse made through this letter is that GM Robles has prior commitments, which was not stated. And in his letter, on behalf of GM Robles, for the information of the members of this committee, Ms. Remilisa Gabuyo, the Assistant General Manager for Branch Operation, is she present? Ma'am, what is the prior commitment of the good GM Robles?
Mrs. Gabuyo, you are recognized. Go ahead.
Good morning po, Honors. I am not aware of the previous commitments of the GM po.
So you're not aware. But you're aware that you will represent the PCSO
Yes po.
today.
Yes po, I'm aware po.
Do you have an authority coming from the PCSO General Manager?
Yes po.
Sorry?
Yes po.
In written or
No po,
verbal?
based po dun sa letter po ni GM Robles po sa Honorable Congress. To this committee po.
So you have an authority coming from him
Opo.
to answer all the query that will be raised by members of this committee.
Yes, yes po.
Okay. Anyway, Chairman, it's up to the chair and the members of this committee if it is valid. But for me, Mr. Chairman, my personal opinion with regards to this letter of GM Robles, he never cited his prior commitments. Well, in fact, Ms. Gabuyo has also no knowledge with regards to the prior commitments of GM Robles. So it's up to the committee what will be the judgment of this committee. Now, before we somebody will move or rule on that particular invitation from refusal to the invitation of this honorable committee.
Yes.
Let me also, I have also with me.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
before we leave the topic, with the indulgence of the Honorable Paduano,
Yes. What's the pleasure of the good Congressman Paluot?
may I know the date of the letter that we sent to
It's March. Send natin sa kanila. 7. Yes, so March 7.
May I know the date of his letter?
The date of his letter is March 8.
March 8.
Yes. Here. So, but today is what? March 14.
May we request the general manager to tell us what would be the prior commitment that is more important than coming here in this House of Representatives simply because we have seen the investigations conducted by the Senate. Present po siya, pero dito wala siya, Mr. Chair.
I also would like to share that sentiment. So we'll be asking him to be present on the next hearing and give us a valid reason why he is not present for today's hearing. And by the way, I would like to ask also, because I really wanted to find out who is behind this narrative, no, the fake narrative of the billionario.com, and I'll be inviting the Miss Eileen Mencias, who wrote this article, and the owner of billionario.com. Please take note of that. Pwede nga lang sana imbitahan din yung mga Ukrainian no? Ito yung mga Ukrainian ng mga mga attack and connect sa cargo industry last year pa to, pero I just wanted to put it into record that these are the people who are trying to extort us. Many times they called us and they wanted to collect sum of money from us. So yun lamang po, mga kasama. So,
Chairman, can I proceed?
yes, go ahead. So can
Thank
you
you.
kindly tell also those people who have written also an excuse letter to us?
Anyway, next that was invited was the director of PCSO, Janet De Leon Mercado. Yes, she has also a letter dated March 11, and now it's March 14. The letter was sent to them, the invitation was sent to them March 7. Now, in her letter, ganon din po, prior commitment, but her commitment was stated in this letter sent to us. And the reason why he cannot attend this hearing is all because she has previously requested official travel to one of the islands in Quezon Province as our charity outreach program from March 14 to 16, 2024. So, mas malaga po ang outreach program ng PCSO kaysa po dito sa hearing na ito. That's why, Mr. Chairman, since I think the reason is being stated in this letter will not satisfy question of the prior commitment and the value of this legislative inquiry. Mr. Chairman, I move to issue a subpoena for Miss Janet De Leon Mercado because this is kasi, Mr. Chairman, invitation, but this is also an explanation coming from her. And if we issue a so-called order for her to explain why she should not be cited in Vulcan, eto na rin yung sasagot niya Diba? Kung issue cost natin, of course, giving due process, pag issue cost natin to, Mr. Chairman, ito rin yung isasagot niya.
Okay,
I have prior commitment and I will blah, blah, blah. Diba? So,
are you putting that into motion?
yeah, that's
Okay,
why,
go ahead.
That's why my motion is to issue a subpoena. To,
There's a motion to issue subpoena to Miss
subpoena ad testificandum to Janet De Leon Mercado.
To Jerry? Janet Mercado. Second motion. Any second motion?
Second the motion.
There's a second motion. Any objection? Hearing none, the said motion is now approved.
The last letter, Mr. Chairman, that was invited is Director Jennifer Yongson Guevara. Again, prior commitment then, but she never cited his reason why she is not present in today's hearing. That's why with this, Mr. Chairman, I move to issue a show cause order for Director Jennifer Yongson Guevara. So,
So there's a motion to issue a show cause orders to Miss Jennifer Guevara. Makataas pa rin ng mga illegal gambling sa buong Calabarzon. No? So we'll be asking the PCSO. Since wala si Meloro Robles, you have the authority to answer all the query of the members of this committee. Why is it still happening? After 2005 that this had been experimentally used by the government, ay nagpo-proliferate pa rin ang mga illegal gamblings like this. So we can focus on the biggest illegal gambling in the country. Kasi I was also amazed when we started hearing this on the Region 4 alone, because we are concerned with our provinces. Then suddenly it came out that Congressman Erwin Tulfo knows the magnanimity of the problem. So he motioned for the inclusion of all other regions. So bakit napakadami pa rin ng ganitong mga illegal gamblings? Nagsimula tayo sa 15 probinsya. Am I right?
Yes po, Your Honor.
15 provinces tayo nagsimula. And sa 15 provinces tayo na nagsimula, ilan na sila ngayon?
As of March 11 po, we have 100 authorized, STL authorized agents
100
po.
na.
Opo.
So when we started this with 15 provinces, we accumulated like 3 billion pesos and created 62,500 employees. Now, where are we now? So if you have 100 AAC already, how much have we have gotten, no? Kasi yung 2006 to 2007, we generated revenues totaling to more than 3 billion. From 15, from 15, now we have 100. So how much have we generated from these 100 STLs?
As of December 2023 po, we generated a total of 29.65 billion na po.
What?
Sales.
29.6 billion lang?
Yes po.
Compare mo dun sa 2006 to 2007, ito sa inyo galing to website nyo 15 provinces, we started 3 billion. 15 lamang, you generated 3 billion. Ito, 100, you generated 29 billion? Lang?
Based po dito sa records ko po, nung 2008 po, 2.3 billion lang po yung sales namin.
Kailan yan?
2008.
O ito, basahin mo. Sa inyo galing to, website nyo to magkakamali ba website niya? Hindi.
Baka, sir, may check po yung sa website po namin.
Check mo na lang. Pero hindi naman siya masyadong nagkakalayo, 2.3 to 3 billion, di ba? Ngayon,
Yes,
ang tanong, General Manager, okay. So, if ikukumpara mo yung 3 billion o 2.3, noong taon na yon, tapos 15 lang sila, ngayon 100 na sila, 29 lang tayo. What happened? Bakit ang laki ng disparity? Because of what?
Because of the reasons po, sir, nung 2019 po kasi, bumaba pa yung STL AACs namin, naging 59 lang po. So, dun po, nagsimula na naman po kami, yung after pandemic po, nagsimula na naman po kami ng 59 lang yung AACs namin. And then nung 2021 lang po kami naging 82, na ang naging sales po namin is 21B, and then 2022 po, 85, 28B, and nung 2023 po is 29B. So may mga bago po tayong AACs.
Okay. So, hindi kaya nabago dahil you change the implementing rules and guidelines?
Yes,
Kasi
po.
yung ginamit yung implementing rules and guidelines before was hindi man kayo tinatawag na what do you call that, gross monthly minimum monthly retail receipts, di ba? MRR, di ba?
Opo, you are correct po.
Di ba?
Because
Okay, let's explain this. Ang MRR, ito ang ibibigay ng operator. Fix, correct?
yes po, that
Fix.
is an assured po.
Assured,
Opo.
correct. Assured siya. Ito bibigay
Guaranteed.
namin sa inyo. Whereas, in the other, prior to this IRR, yung revised ninyo, hindi ganun
Hindi
correct?
po.
Yes. Explain.
Prior po kasi nung 2006 to 2013, actual sales lang po yung binibigay ng ating mga authorized AACs. So nung nagkaroon po ng 2014 na panibagong IR po namin, nagkaroon po ang PCSO ng PMRR. That is the presumptive monthly retail receipts, wherein meron ho kaming formula at that
Yes.
time, 30% of the voting population times minimum bet times 30 days.
I like to dwell on that.
Yes
I like
po.
to dwell on that. Itong sinasabi yung presumptive monthly retail receipts na sinasabi ninyo, how did you come out with that voting population as a basis for the complete computation? Why the voting population? Whereas, kung ang gagamitin mo is the population itself, it will be much bigger for the government. Is it right?
Sir, because po ang allowed to bet lang po
Yes,
is
correct.
18
Yes.
years old and
Yes.
above po.
Kung meron tayong voting population na almost kukunin nyo lamang is 30% of that voting population, maliit yun. Pero ang ginokolektahan ng mga bettors, ng mga ano natin, ng mga kubrador natin, halos lahat ng tao, o sige, sabihin na natin, Laguna, ang aming voting population is 1.7. So kung 30% lang, ilan lang yon? 300 lang yon. Pero ang population namin, umaabot kami ng 2.5. Pero ang mga bata ala dyan, mga 200, 300 lamang yung mga minors. So we're losing a lot of money. Nakuha ninyo? Paano kayo nag-come out with this kind of setup wherein voting population ang pinagbabasihan ninyo at hindi ang actual population minus the minors? Di ba dapat gano'n na mas magandang setup?
Your Honor, kasi po meron
Kasi
naman...
nga, anong nangyari dito, kung ang ginagawa nyo is actual sales, no? Noong panahon, bago the IRR, sino gumawa ng IRR? Sino gumawa ng IRR na to? Sino gumawa ng implementing rules and regulation ito? Kasi this is disadvantageous to the government. Disadvantageous to. Dahil ang kinuha nyo, 30% of the voting population, whereas, ang daming bumoboto. Correct? Ay, ang daming bumoboto, ang daming tumataya.
Your Honor, yung
Yes.
30% po kasi ng voting population is based din po sa mga actual interview po sa field po. And
Na?
then sa field po, sa baba po. Yun
Na
po
ano?
yun daw po yung average na nagbe-bet po sa STL po.
30% of the actual voting population?
Yes
How
po.
can you distinguish that? No, you cannot. Huwag tayo magbulahan dito. Hindi
And
ganun
then,
yan.
Meron po
Dapat
kasi
ang
kami...
ginagawa nyo rito, PCSO, mag-base kayo. Don't try to make excuses na ang matatalo ay ang gobyerno. Matatalo dito ang gobyerno eh. Kaya pala tayo ganyan, ang liit na nakukuha natin. Kasi dati actual. O ngayon, nag-base na kayo dito sa 30% of the voting population. Dito, das tayo, 30% ng voting population.
Your Honor, may
Kung ang
I...
voting population mo is 100,000, 30%, 30,000 lamang pagbabasihan nyo. Then, i-multiply mo siya sa minimum bet, which is, how much is the minimum bet ngayon? 750.
Nagbavari po siya per area po.
No. Oh yes, tama. Tama.
Opo.
Pero, dapat magkaroon na, what is 750? 7.50, 7 pesos? Ngayon, ang tao yung 10
Per
piso.
bet po. Times 30 days
Oh,
po yun.
yes, time is bet, tapos time is 30 days. That
Opo.
is the actual GMMRR na ibibigay nila, na fix, di ba? So ngayon, ang tanong, don't you think it is quite disadvantageous to the government having that kind of setup? Di ba? Tama, mali?
That is based po kasi sa mga studies po din ng PCSO
What kind
po.
of study? Is it scientific study that was conducted by a well-established company? Or it is a proposal of, alam niyo ano to, ni Congressman Erwin Tulfo. Congressman Erwin.
Mr. Chair, yan yung sinasabi ho niya that was based on the recommendation of the STL operators. Yung mga may hawak po ng franchise. It is not a study. A study of STL operators, sila po yung nagdikta niyan. Well, not to blame this administration. That was before this administration. I think during around Pinoy's time or kay Pangulong Duterte's era, nung binago yan at binase yung mga PMRR na yan, binase doon sa dikta ng mga STL operators. Sugal po yan, yung STL na yan, ginawa pang sugal na nga, ginawa pang sugal. So, yung nire-remit, yung STL operator, nagwe-wetting din, Mr. Chair. That's the irony of all of this. So, yung pagdating sa kita, Mr. Chair, mas malaki kasi pag nilagay nila sa wetting. Konti lang ang nire-remit sa STL. So pagdating at the end of the day, pag nagkaroon na ng auditing ng PCSO, sasabihin ito lang yung kinita namin. But then karamihan yung bulk nun, 80% na pupunta po doon sa wetting. That is the real score. Yan po, kaya we arrive at that PMRR na yan. It was the dictate of the STL operators, Mr. Chair. And who are these STL operators? They used to be wetting lords, Mr. Chair.
This is my time para magtanong naman.
Pagbigyan muna natin si Congressman Acop, never pa siya na-acknowledge to be recognized. Okay, so you have the full time, Congressman Acop. Go ahead.
It will only be short, Mr. Chair. To give justice to the presence of our police regional directors whom you have invited, may I ask the 16 artists who are here Is there any region where illegal gambling is absent? Region 1. Is there illegal gambling in your area?
Yes, Your Honor.
Next region. Region 2.
Sometimes, Your Honor.
What do you mean sometimes?
There are times when reports reaching us of the existence of illegal gambling, and we have to perform our mandate. We effect arrests. After that, babalik po ulit yung illegal gambling. So that's my reason. Meron pa rin po.
Meron.
Yes po.
Kasi ang pagkaintindi ko kung sometimes siguro sa January wala. Sa March meron. Kasi sometimes Di ba? You're playing safe. Ang tanong ko lang naman kung may illegal gambling dun sa region mo Di ba? Meron ba o wala?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Yes. Region 3. Yes. Kasi magtataka ako kung wala. 4A.
Yes, sir.
Yes. 4B. Oh, yung 5. Kaya nga, para maiksi sana, tinatanong ko na, meron bang region na walang illegal gambling? Para maiksi na Kung iisahin ko kayo, 16 kayo Meron ba? Lahat meron. Let's agree. So lahat, 16 regions may illegal gambling to include the NCRPO, di ba? General Narcotics.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Sa records from January 1 to 2023 to December 31, 2023, General Francisco, how many operations did the PNP conduct against illegal numbers game?
Your Honor, I just get the record of those incidents who were cases filed and the operations.
Hindi mo naman sinasagot yung ako. Mukhang kulang yung pukpok ko sa'yo nung ikaw ay under my command. Di ba? Ang tanong ko, from January 1, 2023 to December 31, 2023, how many illegal numbers game operations did the PNP conduct?
Your Honor, can I refer your question to the Director for Operation Officer?
Hindi ko alam. Galing ka rin doon di ba? Kalilipat mo nga lang Yes. Who can answer my question?
Yes, sir. We have, sir, but hindi na namin naisama dito sa Kwan because only the incidents na may investigation ang nilagay namin, sir.
Were you present in the last meeting of this committee?
My apology, sir. Hindi po ako
Kaya
kasama
pala.
last meeting, sir.
In the previous hearing, ang report ng PNP from January 1, 2023 to December 31, 2023, the PNP conducted 4,266 operations. Under the illegal numbers game, a total of 5,184 individuals were arrested with a total of 3.6 billion confiscated amount. Would that be correct?
I believe so, sir. You have the data, sir, but for me now, wala pa akong data.
This was given by the PNP during the last hearing.
Yes, sir. If
Di
it was
ba,
given
General
by the
Francisco,
PNP, sir.
you were present in the last hearing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Would these figures be correct?
Yes, sir. Since it was given by the
So,
PNP, sir.
sa 16 regions, ang operations nyo lang for 1 year is 4,266. Kaya nga tinatanong ko kung tama yung statistics na binigay ninyo
Sir, as my last recall, sir, I think it's more than 20 plus yung ano, sir. For the period, sir.
In that meeting also, General Francisco stated that from 2021 to 2024, there were a total of 11,472 cases of illegal gambling. Of this number, 34% were filed in court for Region 4A and with a 21% conviction. These were taken from the minutes of the last meeting.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, 2021 to 2024, 11,472.
Yes,
Diba?
Your Honor.
So, yung for 2023, which is included in 2021 to 2024, 4,266. Tama?
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero ang report ng Region 4A for January to February of 2024, they have conducted 5,317 operations. Bakit nung 21 to 2024, kukunti yung operations ninyo, ngayong January, February, mas marami pa kaysa doon sa isang taon. 2 buwan lang, ganito ang dami ng operations ninyo, pero nung 2023, buong taon, 4,266 lang yung buong PNP. Samantalang 2 months, sa Region 4A, 5,317 operations. Tama? Oh. Galing ka sa GO eh. Di alam
Sir,
mo
may I clarify that the number of operations vary because some operations yielded negative result and it will not be reflected in our SIRAS. Certainly, the number of operations is higher than the cases being filed or referred to the prosecution service, sir.
Region 4A Director, yung bang 5,300 operations nyo, may negative dyan?
Sir, let me check my records, Your Honor.
You have confiscated an amount of 4.2 million.
Sir, tama po yan, pero karamihan, can I continue, Your Honor?
Yes, sumasagot ka na nga.
Thank you, Your Honor. Some of the operations, ito po ay pinapasok namin sa ordinansa, kasama po dyan yung other forms of illegal gambling because some of the LGUs, meron po silang ordinansa sa illegal gambling. Kaya lumobo po yung number of operations namin. However, doon sa SIRAS natin is hindi po ganun na kalaki yung na-encode. Malayo yung pagkakaiba, Your Honor.
Ewan ko. Naging operations officer ako pero kung ganito ang presentation nyo, magkakaloko-loko, maraming katanungan na lalabas. Di ba?
May I clarify, Your Honor?
Yes.
The number of operations from our operating units will really differ from the SIRAS that we have in the Directorate for Investigation and Detective Management. While the troops or the PNP personnel are having their operations, they will send their SMS or the short messaging system that the operation is ongoing to the Director for Operation or the Directorate for Operations. And it will already be included or counted. Now, if the operation yielded negative result and there will be no case to be filed against involved suspect, it will not be counted in the SIRAS, Your Honor. So there are things that we really differ in numbers, but the operation should count that kind of activity for us to know if they are doing their job, Your Honor.
Hindi ko na ipupurso yan. Baka magkabulol-bulol ka pa eh. Napolcom. Are you aware of resolution number 2006-116?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what is the title of that resolution? Sasagot-sagot po kayo ng yes, pero hindi naman nyo alam yung titulo.
Your Honor, let me just get the complete title for a minute, Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the title is Clarifying the Role of the Philippine National Police in the Small Town Lottery to be conducted by the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office in relation to the all-out anti-illegal gambling campaign. Mr.
Correct. Has this been amended?
No, Mr. Chair. This is still-
So it is still in force?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Now, does the PNP know about this resolution? Who will answer for the PNP? Mr. Chair, ayaw sumagot yung PNP.
Who's the most senior? Who's gonna answer the query of the good gentleman from Antipolo? Do you want the gentleman from Antipolo to answer his own question? Sino? O Director for Operation?
For the DO, sir, hindi ko pa na-kuhan yun, sir.
This resolution is 2006-116. In other words, it was approved in the year 2006. If we look at the numbers. Tama? Alam nung Napolcom to eh. Sagot nga nila yung tanong ko eh. Kaya tayo nagkakagulo-gulo. Sabi na Napolcom, the title of this resolution is Clarifying the Role of the Philippine National Police in the Small Town Lottery to be conducted by the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office in relation to the all-out anti-illegal gambling campaign. So dapat alam nyo ito dahil kayo ang isa sa principal dito eh. And it is a pronouncement of a commission that has administrative control and supervision of the PNP. You do not know this? Ngayon, PCSO, if you read the resolution, mayroong whereas dito na nakaka-istorbo. And I would just like to quote. Whereas the National Police Commission requested the PCSO to suspend or defer the operation of the STL in order to clarify some aspects of the lottery operation, particularly the role of the Philippine National Police in the aggressive campaign against illegal numbers game, which was denied by the PCSO. So in other words, this resolution of Napolcom came about simply because hindi na-clarify ng PCSO yung role ng police. It's stated here in the whereas of this resolution. Whereas, as a consequence of the denial by PCSO of said request, there is ongoing confusion among the PNP, PCSO agents, and public in general Thus, the need for the immediate issuance of guidelines to address the matter. Kaya siguro kayo nagkakagulo-gulo eh. Now, the best portion of this resolution is, I would like to read for the information of the PCSO and the PNP. Now, therefore, be it resolved as it is hereby resolved that the following guidelines be followed by the PNP in the enforcement of anti-illegal gambling campaign vis-a-vis the conduct of STL by PCSO. Number one, that the PNP will not arrest anybody engaged in any activity within the scope of the STL project of the PCSO. What is meant by that, Napolcom?
Mr. Chair, I believe the resolution is intended that so that the PNP would not
No,
arrest.
Mr. Commissioner, I'm asking what did the Napolcom mean by that the PNP will not arrest anybody engaged in any activity within the scope of the STL project of the PCSO?
Mr. Chair, because there's a presumption that the STL is legal, so that the operation, once licensed by PCSO, are operating legally, sir.
Okay. Number two, the PNP will only effect arrest under the following conditions: upon complaint by PCSO and or its agents against persons doing unauthorized activity related to STL or operating outside the authorized area. B, upon complaint by the local chief executive, religious NGOs, etc., against illegal STL operations. And C, any other violation of existing laws as amended by PD 1602 as amended by 9287 and other national and local laws.
Mr. Chair, I believe that these entities are in the best position to guide the PNP and determine if the activities are illegal. So those operating within the scope of the STL are presumed legal, and the PNP would not be in the position to make arrests on those operating within the STL framework, Mr. Chair.
And last, that the campaign against sweating and other illegal numbers games shall be sustained. And the 1-2-3 strike policy for the relief of the city, municipal chief of police, provincial director, and regional director respectively shall continue to apply. Could you explain this?
Mr. Chair, so all the preceding provisions are without prejudice to the continued operations of the PNP against illegal gambling numbers game, wetting, Mr. Chair.
Wait, why is there a need for the 1-2-3 strike? Could you explain that to me?
Mr. Chair, I believe this would be to ensure that the respective COPs are doing their mandate to curb illegal gambling within their area of jurisdiction. So if the illegal numbers game persists, then that would be a ground for the relief of the respective COP, Mr. Chair.
The PNP, has this been followed to the letter?
One of the basis na ginagawa namin sa
Hindi po yun ang
campaign namin,
katanungan
sir.
ko, General.
Yes, sir. We
My
have
question
the
is, has it been followed to the letter?
we have the existing policy on the
Has this been
one
followed
start.
to the letter? I do not know how you became the DO if you cannot answer a question that is answerable by yes or no. Has this been followed to the letter? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask the RD of Region 4A. Sa dinami-dami ng operations dyan sa Region 4A, may na-relieve ka na ba na Chief of Police or Provincial Director because of the NAPOLCOM's 1-2-3 strike policy?
Wala pa po, Your Honor.
Oh, see? sinasabi niya, it's being followed to the letter. Kayo mismo mga PNP, nag-uuntugan eh. Di ba? Kung hearing lang ito, Juan, iho, I will move to cite you in contempt for not answering properly. So kaya tayo ga nagkakagulo, Mr. Chair, because the police does not even know na merong resolution number 2006-116. And they do not even know the contents of this. So how could they follow something that they do not know? Well, Francisco, I don't know if I heard you right. Doon sa question ni Congressman Momo, can we really stop it? Ang sagot mo, you started with history, culture. Ano ba talaga hindi matitigil because of that?
Your Honor, I think it will stop because it is clearly stated in Republic Act 8551, Section 63, that the conduct and supervision of anti-illegal gambling operations shall be in the jurisdiction of the local government executives. And with that, I think the law enforcement agency, as part of the government, we should have really a comprehensive approach in dealing with these illegal number games.
So, what you're trying to tell us dun sa sagot ni Congressman Momo, kung magkakaroon ng holistic approach of all the agencies concerned, masusolve.
Yes, Your Honor.
I will go to the other side. This numbers game has been existing since the time of the Chinese merchants, the Spanish conquistadores, and the Japanese. Are you trying to tell this committee na magmula noon, hindi natutupad yung holistic approach?
No, Your Honor.
Yun ang conclusion na nakukuha ko sa sagot mo eh.
No, Your Honor.
This has been existing even during the existence of the Chinese merchants in this country.
Yes, Your Honor, and you are correct with that. But in some instances, the seriousness of this government approach or whole of a nation approach should be done. It should not just be for show.
Kaya nga yung tanong ko, you're trying to tell us na hindi nagagawa yung whole of nation approach magmula noong panahon ni Limahong o ano?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yun ang conclusion na nakakuha ko sa sagot mo eh.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, Honorable.
Chairman, Vice Chairman, ako.
Tatahimik na lang sana ako pero binanggit ni Congressman Rehencia yung pangalan ko eh. Who is the most senior police officer present this afternoon, this morning? Who is the most senior?
Sir, by rank, I think the DIDM.
DIDM.
Because the DO should be the OPR of this hearing.
Okay. Question. May I ask, can the police on its own stop illegal gambling?
No, Your Honor.
Why?
We need the support of the LGU.
That's a defeatist attitude. There were commanders who were able to stop illegal gambling in their area of responsibility before. So it can be done. We have, for example, Senator Lacson when he was the provincial commander of Laguna. So it can be stopped. Gumagawa lang kayo na excuse ninyo eh. Tama?
It can be stopped, Your Honor. But there will come a time.
Tama. Sandali lang. Sagutin mo uli ako. Can the local government officials stop it on their own if they will not allow it?
General Francisco, you can answer back.
Yes, sir.
Oh, bakit kailangan pang whole of nation approach if any one of you can stop it? Kasi wala namang magagawa yung governor kung yung provincial commander o provincial director ay paghuhulihin eh. Alam mo, at the back of my head, General Francisco, meron ng collusion na nangyayari. Kaya nagpo-proliferate yan. May unholy alliance na.
Thank you. Una po sa lahat siguro, it's high time that we have to revisit the local government code. Kasi sablay po eh. Lalagay mo, ginawa mong Philippine National Police, it's a national organization. Pero may control po ang mayor, ang governor. Kaya po, pag sinabi ni governor, gusto ko ganito mangyari, wala po magawa si regional director or provincial director. May sinabi si mayor, bakit mo hinuli yan, chief of police? Wala rin po magawa si chief of police because nga may pakialam si mayor. So, kung sino man po nagpasa nitong local government code na ito, medyo palpak. Pasensya na ho kung anong congress po ito, kung 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 congress pa ho yan. Kailangan natin ho reviewin, sir. Pero ito po, I will direct my question to the Region 4A Director ko nandito po ng PNP. General, the committee chair is saying na kayo yata yung capital ng illegal gambling capital ang Region 4A. Is this correct? May pasugalan po. Sige, ganito lang ho. Let me rephrase my question. May sugalan po, illegal gambling po sa mga bookies doon po sa inyong teritoryo. Tama po.
Yes, Your Honor, meron po.
All right. Ano ang number 1 sa probinsya sa Calabar Zone? Anong nangungunang probinsya?
Bukis po, Your Honor.
Ano pong probinsya po? Bukis.
Laguna followed by Batangas, pangatlo po is I think Cavite, Your Honor, kung di po ako nagkamali.
Okay. All right. Mr. Chair, alam niyo ho na may pasugalan, ano po? Nire-report niyo po ba kay Governor ho ito? Unahin natin sa Laguna, nire-report ho ninyo? Alam ba ni Governor na may pasugalan or ano ho sinasabi niya sa inyo?
Well, as the regional director, I instructed my provincial director to report yung mga illegal activities within the respective EOR, and of course yung mga provincial director po natin is ginagawa naman po nila yung kung ano yung sinabi ng kanilang regional director, Your Honor.
Okay. Nagre-report po ba sa inyo ang provincial director ng Laguna na, Sir, hinuhuli naman ho namin pero napapagalitan ako, or Sir, hinahayaan ko lang ho kasi baka may magalit ho sa akin, may masagasaan ho ako. May mga naririnig ho ba kayong ganon na mga report or sumbong ng mga tao ninyo sa baba ninyo, lalo ng mga provincial director po ng mga probinsya?
Since umupo po ako as regional director, based sa mga operations and cases na i-file natin is yung nabanggit nyo po is yung province ng Laguna. Sila po ang may pinakamaraming nahuli ng illegal gambling, and ang pinag-uusapan na lang namin is ano yung mga na-encounter nilang problema. And ito nga po yung isang lumalabas na pag may nahuli sila, pag papunta na sila para i-file yung kaso is hindi na po natutuloy, Your Honor, because may kasunod na po yun na certification na yung nahuli nila is empleyado ng STL company, Your Honor.
All right. So, is it safe to say na merong padrino every time na may mahuli kayo, may makakasuhan, may papadrino? Is it correct?
Yes,
Chair?
Your Honor.
May padrino. Kung hindi may padrino ay may ID ng STL. Tama po ba, Mr. Chair?
Your Honor, yung nahuli po namin is wala pong ID, hindi po naka-uniforme. Yun po yung naging basis namin para huliin yung mga nangungulekta, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, let me direct this question again to the Region 4A Director, PNP Director. Pag ginusto po ng gobernador na wala pong sugal sa kanyang probinsya, pwede po, di ba? Or ng mayor, pag sinabi niyang Kernel, ayoko ng sugal dito. Or Chief of Police, Captain, ayoko ng sugal dito sa teritoryo ko. Nangyayari naman po, di po ba? Based on your experience, as you've been a general now, tama po ba?
Definitely, Your Honor.
Kung gugustuhin ng governor.
Yes, Your Honor.
So lumalabas po, yun sa Laguna po, hindi yung, parang ayaw siguro ni governor na tumigil ang sugalan ho siguro, General.
Pardon, Your Honor. Sorry po.
Sabi niyo ho kanina, nasa LGU po yon. Ngayon, kung may political will yung politiko, sasabihin niyo yung pulis, gusto ko nang tumigil ito, Kernel, yung PD niya, na tumigil na itong bukis dito. Pwede po, tama po.
Yes, Your Honor.
Kung gugustuhin. Pero ongoing po ang sugalan ngayon sa Laguna.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ongoing. So, ibig ko sabihin, wala hong political will yung liderato po sa Laguna. Kasi susunod naman po. Tama po ba, sir? Susunod ang pulis mo kung anong gusto ni Governor. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, I would like to file a motion to invite the Governor of Laguna here and probably the Governor of Batangas, yung mga gobernador po ng Region 4, kung bakit hindi po masawata ang pasugalan kasi yung kanila pong salita ay batas. Pag sinabi ni Governor, gusto ko provincial commander tumigil ang sugalan sa teritoryo ko, titigil po yan. Maniwala po kayo sa akin. Hindi po ako naging mayor, hindi po ako naging governor. What I am talking about is based on my experience as a journalist, an investigative journalist. Titigil po yan pag ginusto ni governor o ginusto ni mayor. Unahin nila po muna, baka dadami ho ng dadami yung tao natin. Hindi ko humasisi itong mga general po natin. Kasi po, pag ginusto naman po ng LGU, ni governor, ni mayor, wala rin po magawa sila PD. Wala rin po magawa si Chief of Police. Kaya siguro sa susunod na nga, hindi natin imbitahin, pauwiin na natin itong mga pulis na ito. Ang dapat natin kausapin, si governor, si mayor. Unahin na po natin yung best friend nyo na governor sa Laguna. Gusto ko pong makausap sa susunod na hearing. Bakit hindi niya napapatigil ang sugalan sa kanyang lugar? If you would feel, I would like to file a motion to invite the governor of Laguna, Mr. Chair. And the Batangas, Mr. Chair.
Second.
Please file a motion, Mr. Chair, to
Okay.
invite the governor of Laguna
Okay,
and
there's a motion.
Batangas.
There's a motion to invite the governor of Laguna and Batangas. Any second motion? This duly seconded. Any objection? Hearing none, the said motion is now approved. Ano ba yung number 1 and number 2 ba yan? Number 1 ang Laguna, di ba? Ano ba number 2?
Batangas.
Your Honor.
Okay. Sige. Alright.
That's why I'm saying, Mr. Chair, wala akong magagawa itong mga general na ito, itong mga provincial director natin, no matter how hard they will do. Kagaya po yung kinikwento ni General.
Hindi, andyan yung ano,
Pagpa-file ng kaso.
Congressman Erwin, if I may, andyan naman yung PD ng Batangas saka Laguna. Probably you can ask them, ano? Kung,
Okay. Is the PD of Laguna here?
Ayan, siguro you can ask them. Saka ng Batangas. Sino sa Batangas? Ayan, siguro
Okay.
you can sit here para malaman natin bakit number 1, number 2 kayo.
Oh.
Okay, so go ahead, Congressman Erwin.
This is my question to the PD of Laguna. Saan po yung PD ng Laguna natin? Okay, kayo ho yung PD. Ano hong pangalan? Can you state your name, sir?
Mr. Chair, Your Honors, I am Police Colonel Gavin Melway Unos, the Acting Provincial Director of Laguna. Just assumed January 25, 2024. Yes, sir.
Have you already informed your governor na, sir, meron pong bukis dito sa teritoryo natin. What do you want me to do? Have you told him that?
I have a daily report to our governor pertaining to our peace and order situation of course, our daily accomplishment on illegal gambling and illegal drugs and other criminal activities.
Isn't he surprised, Mr. Chair, that illegal gambling is ongoing? Did he give any specific instruction to you, PD? Gusto kong walang sugalan na dito sa probinsya ko. Is there such an instruction or wala naman, bahala ka na, gawin mo lang yung dapat mong gawin. Mr. Chair.
So far as I can recall, sir, I have never heard or I have no conversation pertaining to that case.
I have no more further questions, sir.
Yes, sir. I took my oath last first hearing, sir.
You were here
Questions?
the last time, no? You are a
Yeah.
newly installed provincial director.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
How many months already?
Barely more than 1 month, sir.
Yeah, the last time the first time I saw you in the last hearing,
Yes, sir.
correct?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chair.
Let me
1 month.
ask naman, Mr. Chair, if you would please, the provincial director of Batangas. Kayo po, what is your name, sir? The provincial director of Batangas.
Your Honor, I am Police Colonel Samson Belmonte. I am the Provincial Director of Batangas Province.
Sabi po ni RD ninyo, kayo po ang number 2 sa mga bukay sa Sugalan. Is this correct? Have you reported this matter or does the governor know about this na number 2 po kayo sa listahan ng illegal gambling sa region?
Yes, sir. Every day is we submit a report about the apprehensions. Kaya ako kami number 2 kasi ito nga
Details po sa next hearing kung gusto niyo kayo ho marami, hindi po yung pinakamaraming huli, kundi kayo ho medyo matindi po yung bukis ho sa lugar mo ninyo without disrespecting your authority. Pero hindi ho ba natagtataka si Governor kung bakit yung mga STL operators, wini-waiting din po yung kanilang STL. Meron po silang 2 papel na hawak ang kabo nila. May isa, i-remit lang sa STL, yung isa para sa waiting. Pag tumama, bayad si PCSO. Pag hindi tumama, yung pera, waiting. So mas malaki. Kaya nga, naglagay sila ng minimum. Ito na lang, lagyan natin ng minimum. Laging nasa minimum. Tama po ba, PCSO, laging sa minimum ang binabayad ng mga STL operators?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Laging sa minimum. Hindi na kumita. Kundi laging minimum ang binabayad. Kasi nga, because of that, bakit ka pa nagnegosyo kung laging minimum, di po ba? Doon ka magtataka, Mr. Chair. Anyway, that's all for now for me, Mr. Chair.